Hi folks, this is the first look and my first impressions on the Galaxy Z Fold2 device. So I had pre-ordered it and I finally have it in my hands and I'm really enjoying this device, and I thought I will share my first impressions with you all. While I'm not going to go through the tips and tricks for the Z Fold2 in this video, I thought I will give you a good overview of comparing it with other phones like the Z Flip 5G, right? So you can see the Z Fold2 is almost as tall as the Z Flip, but a little bit narrower than the Z Flip. So Z Flip, of course, it has a wider screen, which makes it easier for you to type as well. And you know, the big difference between these two devices is the form factor. If you're someone that wants to continue using your phone as a phone and then, you know, close it and go back to other work that you are doing, Z Flip is a really good companion. With the Z Fold2, it's about doing more and exploring more with your phone once you are ready to do so, right? So here I am in the phone mode and I can quickly switch to almost like a tablet mode. Now I get more space and more ways to use the app and be productive in my phone. Here's how it compares with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. You can see Pro Max is much wider and a bigger phone than the Z Fold2 when it's closed, but obviously when you open it, you are playing in a different level with the iPhone 11 Pro Max now becoming the smaller phone and your Z Fold2 giving you more space to do things. So certainly this phone is really good. The first impressions I have had setting up this phone and using some of my apps have been really great. I had high hopes after looking at the Samsung event when they announced the Z Fold2, and I've been waiting to get my hands on it. So I think it's really worth it now after looking and using it for like, you know, a few hours. And you know, not to mention its cousin, the Z Flip, is also a really good phone, and I just like to, you know, flip open and close, and it's very sturdy. And I like the fact that the same hinge has been brought to the Z Fold2 as well. It's really strong and locks itself in many different positions to give you that, you know, flex mode that Samsung is talking about. So really good upgrades to Z Fold2 from Z Fold1. Especially I'm really happy about the hinge, how good this hinge is, as well as how good the screen is. Oh, one more thing. I'm actually glad that I bought the Mystic Black. I had, you know, my eyes on the Mystic Bronze, but it almost looked like a rose gold and a pinkish tone. And depending on the lighting, it was actually giving you different colors. So I didn't like that, and I really liked this Mystic Black, and I gotta say, I do not regret my choice. The only thing here I don't like is the back surface, which is made of glass. You can see here, unlike the Z Flip 5G, which comes in kind of a matte finish. So this is still glass finish, and you can see already it is, you know, it's a fingerprint magnet. So that's something I noticed immediately as soon as I picked up this phone. If you have a case, great, but if you don't, you might have to clean this now and then. The front screen being a little bit narrow, I thought I would be having difficulty in typing, but actually the Samsung keyboard is really good, and I didn't find it very hard at all to type, and I was really fast. Like, you can see me typing here, you know, really fast and going through my words, which really is no different to how I would use a bigger keyboard. So maybe Samsung did some improvements to the keyboard, and you know, maybe if I use other keyboards I might find it difficult, but certainly I can tell you the typing in this cover screen with the Samsung keyboard is a delight. Both the cover screen and the display inside come with screen protector pre-installed from Samsung. So thank you, Samsung, for that. I know that, you know, the previous Fold had so many issues with the display, and you know, if this is your first time buying a foldable device, I wouldn't remove the screen protector and actually use it with it for some time. It's actually better than the Z Flip screen protector, where the screen protector in Z Flip is really bad, and there's a lot of smudges here, and as well as it feels plastic when you hold it. But the screen protector in the Fold 2 is much better, I would say. Not bad as in the Z Flip, but really Samsung has made some improvements to that screen protector for the Z Fold 2. By the way, you get a much higher refresh rate with the inner screen than the front screen. The front screen, I believe, is still 60 Hertz, which is very similar to the most of the Samsung phones you buy. And the inner screen, the big display, is using 120 Hertz refresh rate. So it's really good when you sort of scroll, and when you have a big screen, it's very important to get that best experience. So I'm really happy that Samsung invested in giving us a higher refresh rate screen for the big display. I wish we had the same higher refresh rate here, but probably that's going to be in Z Fold 3. So that was the first look of the Z Fold 2. And if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. I will soon be doing the full tips and tricks videos for Z Fold 2, and going through a lot of options and experiences specially made for the Z Fold 2. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.